Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Jeffrey Springs is making his way to Sacramento to play for the A's this season, and it was for quite a bit here. It was for Joe Boyle, who's been in the league at least this past 2 years, I guess, here and there, bouncing between AAA and the major leagues. They also got Jacob Waters, they got Will Simpson, and they also got a comp pick, which is pretty interesting. So they did give up quite a bit for Jeffrey Springs, who in 22, we'll take a look at it. Before he got hurt, had a
hmm
2.46 in 135 innings and 25 starts. And then we got to 23. He got hurt. He missed all of the year.
hmm
Uh, Three starts only in 23. Came back late last year in 24. Pitched seven games and had a 3.27. So they are giving up quite a bit for a guy who's only been starting for really 1 year. I
Yeah.
mean, if we're being realistic about it,
Yep.
he moved from the bullpen into a starting role in 22, but has had success when starting games.
hmm
So I think if you can get this guy healthy, obviously he's going to be an impact arm for the A's. But it was a interesting move to see them go and get a guy like Jeffrey Springs.
Yeah, and Jeffrey Springs is a guy that has a ton of control too, so it kind of makes sense why you give up a lot for a guy like this. But when this came across my phone this morning, I was like, art like it's very interesting to see the path that the A's are going down here. The first year out of Oakland, and all of a sudden they hand out the richest contract in franchise history to Luis Severino. Now you go out and get and trade a cost controllable arm in Jeffrey Springs, who has obviously that funky delivery from the left side. I like it. I like what they're building. Obviously, that rotation's coming together now. You got JP Sears in there with Severino. Now you had Jeffrey Springs. Um, yeah, and for a team that I think took a lot of people by surprise last year with the young little nucleus they have, and obviously Brett Rooker went off or hit 300 and hit 30 plus bombs. Shea Langoliers had a good year. Butler had a good year. So yeah, like I you can kind of see the direction they're kind of going in here.
Yeah, like you said, those guys did have really good years last year. I mean, multiple guys hitting over 20 homers.
Yeah.
They're a young core. Brett Rooker is 30 years old. Seth Brown is 32. Other than that, this is a young team.
Yeah.
And now they're adding some starting pitching depth. And with Luis Severino and Jeffrey Springs, it's a good start at the 1-2. JP Sears was solid, 32 starts, made those starts, had 180 innings.
hmm
So they're starting to build up some talent here, and we might be seeing a run of the A's once again. What they do is they take a couple years, they rebuild it, and they go for another 5 years.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's lining up with them going to Vegas. That's what
Yeah.
it feels like, right? Like they're trying to build into going to Vegas right now, have a good team heading to Las Vegas so they fill the seats when they get there because they're gonna have to make up recoup some funds
Right.
from building that stadium. So I think naturally that will happen just because it's a tourist
Yep.
destination and teams will go or fans of teams will go there to one go have a good time in Vegas, but two go see their team.
hmm
So you will get a lot of uh, seats filled just from outside teams, but it does seem like they are building quite a good core here. And I'm curious to see. I don't want to get away from Jeffrey Springs too much, but like Brent Rooker had 39 homers last year. By the time they get to Vegas, like is he still going to be in their plans? You know, that's what I was looking at that payroll right now. Like he has it until 2028. It'll be his last year. So
Yeah.
I'm curious to see if he'll make it to when they get to that point. Um, but yeah, this is crazy. Just like $64 million payroll right now.
Yeah. Like, and it's, I mean, props them for spending more money because it was pretty bad. I mean, like respect for them for going out and get a guy like Severino. Now you go trade for Springs. It'd be interesting to see if they add anybody positionally because I was reading that they might get up to the 100 million, around $100 million payroll, which would be around like 36 million more. So it'd be interesting to see kind of where they go. But yeah, I like the core they're building here. But just touch on Boyle there. I know he's obviously got the 102 mile an hour fastball. He had 78 walks last year, split between the majors and AAA. but he struck out like 130 plus in like 80 innings. Like he's got a lot of swing and miss stuff there. Obviously, he's wild, and it'll be really interesting to see what Tampa Bay can do with an arm like that because they have in the past kind of um, got guys out of nowhere and they became studs. So I feel like that could be an interesting piece for them. But all in all, really good move to go out and get a guy like Jeffrey Springs.
Yeah. Well, that's going to do it for this one. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. As always, we appreciate you guys for listening and watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Later.